hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down just inside the 10 back at the 9. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
In motion, the tight end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Third and short yardage. Prescott.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later. The
New York offense taking over for their next possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Jets at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Winston.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Hall.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down throw for Winston.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Paul on a give up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Prescott now. It's caught. Beckham. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Second down and 7.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Prescott now from the 50.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. In motion left is Beckham. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Beckham goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Prescott from the gun on third.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They tried out there, Charles. So the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target, Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And some room to run now.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the end. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Off the play fake, Winston. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott from the gun.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. In motion left is Beckham. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Uses the stiff arm and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to throw now. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, Winston sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's fourth and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ball again on second down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston.
And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Jets.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They'll give to Hall. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we